Greetings! I'm Angie from Garden of the Gods Visitor and Nature Center, and welcome to this week's Mindful Mondays Mindfulness Kids. In this activity, we invite you to join us from right outside your backyards or near to where you live and find a tree or natural element to sit with. We will take observations of that tree or natural element while also becoming observers of our internal experience as well. So first, find a tree, if there is one nearby, or if not a tree, another natural element. And you may choose to print off the packet attached with this video for guidance or take note in a journal. Join me, come along.
Take some time to pause with the moment that is present. Notice your breath as you inhale and exhale. Look around at your surroundings and gaze upon the tree or natural element you've chosen to spend this time with. When you are ready, take note of some of your observations of the tree. What are some of its characteristics? What is unique to the tree's experience in this season? In what way can you relate to the tree and its resiliency through the change of seasons? What is resiliency? Resiliency is adapting through difficult times of stress and adversity, recovering from challenging experiences. Next, explore what thoughts and feelings arise as you sit with this tree. Do any memories come up? Next, we will explore the senses. What do you see? Smell? What sounds do you hear? Do you feel a sensation on your skin? Perhaps the touch of a breeze to your cheek? Does the air have a taste? What does it feel like to touch the bark of the tree or perhaps a fallen pine cone? Continue to sit and experience this present moment.
The following questions you may continue to review while sitting outside, or you may return inside for reflection. What experiences have you had with trees? How do you feel when you enter a forest or stand beside a tree? Is there a tree that has meaning to you or that brings back memories? How do trees and forests benefit us? What influence do we have as people have on trees and forests? Now that you have taken note of your experience, we are going to transform these observations, thoughts, feelings, and senses into poetry. Now let's discuss some different forms of poetry, then choose which form best suits what you hope to express through your poem.
Haiku poetry originated in Japan. It is a poem made of short lines that suggest natural imagery. Haikus are most often written as a three-line poem, unrhymed with a 5-7-5 syllable pattern. An example is, the tree's roots grow deep, reaching high into the sky, standing strong and mighty. Example number 2, symphony of sounds. The tree sways as leaves flutter, air flows in motion. Interwoven web, a tapestry of colors, an invitation. Next, we have a cinquain poem. This form of poetry consists of 5 lines, each with a specific purpose. The first line contains the title in 2 syllables. followed by a description of the title in 4 syllables, a description of action in 6 syllables, a description of a feeling in 8 syllables, followed by an ending with another word for the title in 2 syllables. An example of a cinquain is earthworms, squiggly squirmers, aerating our topsoil, happily helping our garden, crawlers. Next, we have an acrostic poem. In acrostic poetry, the first letter in each line vertically spelled the topic of what the poem is about. Our example is towering, reaching, extending, embracing the sky. Our next form of poetry is a windspark poem. These poems contain 5 lines that follow the following pattern. In the first line, I dreamed. Second, I was, followed by what is being described. Third line, where. Fourth line, an action. And fifth line, how or feeling. An example of a windspark poem is I dreamed I was a tree on a hillside, playing with the wind joyfully. Our final form of poem we will discuss today is a diamante poem. These are 7-lined poems that form a diamond shape. In these poems, we begin with a noun, with a second line of 2 adjectives, third line containing 3 participles, fourth line 4 nouns, descending with a fifth line with your 3 participles, 2 adjectives, and a noun. Our example today is tree, tall, sturdy, standing, towering, observing, branches, trunk, anchor, shelter, nurturing, swaying, caring, proud, happy, tree. Choose which poem best suits your goal of what you hope to convey, or try a few different styles. Perhaps make a poetry book with drawings of your natural element or tree. Garden of the Gods Visitor and Nature Center would love to hear what poem you create. Send your poems to programs@gardenofgods.com with a photo of your tree or natural element you sat with for a chance to be featured in our monthly newsletter. Thanks for joining us today.